Hello and welcome to Hattown. I mean Georgetown.
Georgetown!
Ignore the hat for now, it's just a visual aid. All will become clear, ignore the hat. So it's like almost the end of the year and people are starting to think about what they're doing with their lives and what they've achieved over the past little while. And people are starting to wonder, am I really making the best of what I'm doing in my life? I know some of you will have seen Charlie off of Charlie Is So Cool Like's latest video, and he's not happy. Poor old Charlie. Here's a link to his video here, it's really interesting. And it's a phenomenon I have to admit to being familiar with. That paralysis of thinking too much about whether what you're doing is the absolute best thing you could do. Unfortunately, I think it's the trade-off that comes with being a reasonably intelligent human being. And I think I can assume that you're all reasonably intelligent human beings, because stupid people don't tend to like what I do. So I know some of you will know what I'm talking about. I can talk to you guys on a level about this. And of course some people never really think about anything at all, but I think it comes with the territory of being reasonably interested in your life. That you think too much. Every now and again, I just catch sight of myself and I realise I've been stood still in the middle of a room for 5 minutes and I haven't done anything. And I've just been thinking about something. And sometimes it's something that's well worth thinking about, but a lot of times it's just like, I wonder what time I need to leave if I'm going to get to work on time. How many times did I already change my socks today? Those curtains are red. I wonder what's the reddest red I've ever seen. And a lot of times it's perfectly legitimate, sensible stuff like thinking about work or thinking about songs, how many songs I've got to write and for whom, and when I'm going to record them and how I'm going to record them and what instruments I need and what time I've got to do it in, whether I can update my website in time and whether I can get stuff up on YouTube in time, what videos I'm going to make, how I'm going to make them, what equipment I need, lights, tripods, do I have any calls to make, do I need to talk to anyone, do I need to send any emails, do I need to reply to any emails, do I need to check my Twitter, do I need to call the bank, do I need to just go back to school and become a doctor? All sorts of things well up in your mind and you can sit there thinking forever about whether you would be better served spending your time doing something else. So today I made a pact with myself to think less. And I don't mean think things through less, I don't mean be less sensible, I don't mean YOLO, I just mean more doing, less thinking. The less time I spend wondering about the various options and the more time I spend going out and doing some of them, the better. Hence the hat. What do you think of my hat? I made it myself, out of a hat. I haven't thought this through, but sometimes you just gotta wear a hat. You can't spend your whole life worrying about whether you're a hat person, or you'll never find out. And so, in honour of this new way of thinking, I am going to do 1 minute of talking without any preparation whatsoever. You're gonna hear me talk for 1 minute about I know not what, starting from now. So, the first thing I could talk about is probably what I'm doing here. I'm sitting in a room, I'm talking, I'm using my mouth to talk. One of the most wonderful gifts that we humans are given is the ability to talk to each other and converse and hold conversations about things and to convey information to one another. Like, for example, I could tell you where to find exciting things like food or a home or a job, and that's pretty cool, and other animals can't do that. I wonder if there are other animals like somewhere else in the universe that have different languages from ours that are even better, that allow them to not only convey information, but also convey items like money and food. You could just say money and people could have some money, or you could just say food and people could have food, and then they would be all really happy because they could create things just by speaking. That would be cool. But then people do create things just by speaking. They create poetry and books and songs and little things like this that I'm doing right now, like little vlogs. They create... Oh, time's out. I may do this again. I think talking without thinking is sometimes a very good thing. And certainly doing without thinking can be a really wonderful thing, because if you spend your whole life thinking about whether you're doing exactly the right thing, you're never going to do anything, because you're never going to know until you've done it whether it's the right thing or not. You just have to do it and see. Sometimes you just have to wear a hat.
Georgetown!
So now finally a roundup of my news and stuff. I'll tell you a few things. Here is a link to the full video of my interview the other weekend on Phoenix FM. I'm sorry I haven't sent you there already, but it's so much fun. You should go and see it. I enjoyed myself, had a really good time, and I also almost died from Jaffa Cake related paralysis. So you should go and check it out. Over here is my music channel, and you can go there to see some clips of me playing at the Manchester Gathering the other weekend. That was fun too. Go check it out if you're at all interested. And even if you're not, you may just find out that you are. Less thinking, more clicking. If you spend your whole life worrying about whether or not you're going to like my music channel, you may never find out. And finally, I'm doing another radio interview on the 14th of December on the BBC. Exciting, if the BBC still exists by then, which is frankly in doubt. But I'll put some details down in the description box, just in case. And I'll catch you later.